Hello again everyone, and welcome back to my channel, the channel where I put everything in. And yes, as you can see from this morning's short video of me struggling to try to ride this bicycle, which is a half bike, the Bowqi half bike, which is actually they proclaim it as a healthy sports bicycle, which means that this bicycle is useful if you want to burn out your fat and getting fitter, and then you just have to ride it leisurely, and it's not meant for off-road or any kind of racing. So you can just ride it in a park or on a flat level, because it has 3 tires. One of it is the biggest one, and then 2 of them is like sitting behind you, and it's just that small. So it's just like a trike. Oh, by the way, excuse me, because I have to cover my sofa with these clothes, because my cat Anish, she's somewhere in the house. She loves to rest on this sofa, so I'd like to get rid of the her fur from sticking onto my lovely sofa, and also if she scratches, then this cloth will be protecting it. Okay, right, just let's go to straight to the unboxing. All right, so this is the full box of the Bowqi half bike. All right, so it says here, you can see all of the details here, right? So the product name is Healthy Sports Bicycle. The brand is Bowqi. I figured out that bow should have been meant the handle, or the down fork. Yeah, the down fork, which looks like a bow, right? And the gross weight of it is 15 kilos, net weight 12 kilos. So I guess in the box, it's including the box, it's 15 kilograms, but the whole bike without the box is 12 kilo. So it's not that heavy, so it's foldable, so means that it's convenient for you to bring it into your car and bring it somewhere to cycle. And that's the measurement there, 96 times 23 times 56 centimeters. So if you are riding in your car to get one, so that would be a good reference. All right, let's see what's inside of the box. All right, so they have these big staples there. Okay, here we go. All right, firstly, the unique bow-like down fork, and it's made out of wood. That's the best part I like of it, because I love wood. I'm a carpenter myself, not professionally, but I did some projects, which is, maybe I can point you that cabinet there, if you like to follow me. Just showing you, I made this myself out of nothing, from zero. And it opens like so. There's a hinge. There are hinges over there. So it's made out of different thickness of plywood. Okay, back to our bicycle. Next we have okay, so that is the holder cardboard, if I might call it. I just put it like right there. And next comes the oh wow, this is the front tire. The front tire with the cardboard holders too. So I guess I just throw it away over there and tidying it up later. Right, so this is the chain and the pedal, and it has a ratchet there, which means that it just operates as a normal bicycle, right? So that is, and that's wow. Uh-oh. No, I didn't chip it. I did not chip the pin off, so I guess you guys can take that as a lesson of not to scratch your Bowqi half pipe. So here we have one box. I wonder what it is inside. I'm sure I know what is inside, and yeah, nothing else in the box. So I'm just gonna chuck it away. Okay, just keeping the place tidy. And yeah, let's see what's inside of this box. Yep, the manual book right there, and the rear tires, and a cable tie, a big one, which is like a foot long. Nothing else in the box, so chuck it away. Right, so let's go for the bowl. This is the lining for the brakes, the brake line, I mean. Right, so let's take it off like so. And okay, so that's the brake line. And let's take off some things that has been tied on to the rear tires, right? So I need my kind knife, but not to scratch the paint, I hope. Yeah, take it away, and that goes away with the rubbish. And okay, right, let's do some stock checking, right? I mean, I haven't known what I should have in here, but yeah, nothing there. Just lay everything on the floor. We have these two nuts there, 3 of the same length, and we have a long one there, a couple of fixed wrenches. And yeah, I know this was always used in a bike where you need some fast locking or fast releasing. You have 2 of that, and a special tool with a hex head there, and a Phillips screwdriver tip over there. And I wonder what this is for. Okay, now the next thing that has been cable tied to the back wheel contraptions are the pedals. Let's take them off. Okay, take them off. Okay, so this is made out of cast iron, I guess, or plastic, but it's quite heavy. So I think this is made out of cast iron. Maybe. Yeah. Sounds like so. Okay. Pair of pedals. Okay. And nothing else but these hind wheels, which I noticed is made out of solid rubber, probably composite, with some nylons or plastics. And let's test the stability of the wheel. Looks good. It doesn't wobble. Yeah, because it's not supposed to wobble, and it's supposed to carry the weight of a heavy guy. I am like 79 kilos, and these are the brakes there, 1 and 2. So just like how does it do the brakings? So it's supposed to be like these two being pulled over like that, and it slams on the brake, on the disc brakes, and it stops the half pipe from moving in case you want to stop. All right, now we got everything laid down. So let's see what do we have to do first. So we have to put the it says here connected aluminum frame to double tires. So I'm so sorry, I have to say this out, right? So the language that is being used here is like broken English, so you have to figure out by yourself, right? So you have to like connect the aluminum frame to the double. So yeah. So what they meant is to put this right there, okay? Or is it the other way around? No, because then the handle of the brakes will be touching the ground. So you have to put that in there using the 3 nuts. Yeah, but it says here that once the cable ties to stabilize the aluminum frame. Oh, okay. So to make it easier for you to put this on over here alone without any help, is to put on this cable tie. You know, it's just gonna help you with squeezing these 2 parts together to the width that you wish, like so. See, with the pull of this cable tie, these 2 parts comes together, which will, okay, let's put this nearer, okay? Which is, just put it over there, and if you need more assistance, just pull the cable ties together. So this is where this part goes in. So as you can see, this is a nut and bolt combination, and the nut is a what you call that, fixed nut. Yeah, means that it has a blue gasket in there, if you can see there, right? So once you put this in, I mean the nuts in, the bolts in, and then you squeeze in this nut. So it means that once you tighten it with the hex head Allen key, with combined with the fixed wrench, which is this one. This is size, it doesn't say what size, and then you just can tie them. You can tighten it up. I mean, before you tighten that all the way, what I learned from my secondary school knowledge is that you should put all of your fixtures like bolts and nuts into the places that you wish to. Because if you just going to tie one of them tightly, then the rest of the bolts and nuts would give you some trouble fastening it up, because that's how it goes, right? Because when you put only one of the hex bolts and nut together, then it has some tolerance for the other bolts and nuts to go in to their places. Okay, slide it up, fasten it up. Okay. Hey guys, hold on please. I'm trying to find out if when you work with bolts and nuts, especially with you wouldn't know
whether the bolts and nuts are from good quality ones. Because if you were to buy yourself to fabricate your own thing, you may choose the best of all of it. But when it comes to when some things arrive like this half bike, you can't be sure whether they gave you the good quality of bolts and nuts, and it might give away if you incorrectly put them together. It might just be stuck there, and there's no way of you to open it up again, you know. You just have to get that feeling of whether you have placed the nuts on the bolts correctly or otherwise, you know. Okay, so okay guys, just give me a moment. Okay, this has to be done correctly so that when you do your cycling excuse me, it doesn't go loose, and being you lying on the pavement or the road looking back at your bike or half bike that has been falling apart by itself due to your own carelessness of you got things not been tightened correctly. So make sure that you tighten everything firmly. Okay. Okay, so you just have to work yourself through all of the 3 nuts and bolts, okay, one by one, until you have them all tight and there's no other way of it being loose when you're riding it. Okay, if you can feel some more to go to tighten it up, please do. Okay, so that took quite some time to be finished, because yes, as I would like to repeat that it's better to be safe than sorry. When you're out there cycling, you wouldn't like these nuts and bolts to give away and you being kissing the pavement or the roads. It's going to hurt physically and mentally. Physically by having bruise on your forehead, and mentally or emotionally by being laughed at or even giggled at by some girls. Alright, so once you're done tightening that, it cut off the cable tie that you have been using to secure that, and you're done with the front and back being fixed together. Oh, the tires are still flat, so I have to go down to my car to get the pump, the air pump later. So what's next? Okay, next is you have to fix this handle, the down fork to your front tires, right? So as you can see, it has a hole here that goes through both of the pieces of wood, and to fix them together you have this the fly nuts and the wing nut, I mean, with this you have 2 types of washers, small and big, and this goes right through the aluminum part, and it will fix the wooden part of the down fork to your front what do you call this? This is another fork there, right? Okay. So I think you have to take off the outer smaller washer while keeping the inner washer inside of it. So I think, let's see. So the fork goes in there, right? So, oops. So the washers goes, the big washer still stays on the board, oops, while the small one has to be taken off. Right, so this goes right there. So in order for me to squeeze that ball in, I guess I have to use my knee, like so. Yeah. All right. Okay. Right there, you can see the washers inside there, right? So this has to go into, let's give you a better angle to look at, right? Okay. So you have the writings, you see that? You have the writings of the Bowqi over at the outside, the outer side of this aluminium piece here. So I guess the wood should go inside of it, not outside. So what you have to do is just have to squeeze this in there. Squeeze. Okay. Let's try not to scratch any of the parts before you write them, right? Okay. So we got that. Then we put the washer right outside, and we just fasten. Okay, because I know it's hard to hold them together. So if you have, you see, it's hard to put this part together. So as quick as you can, just put in the washer, the small washers, I mean, and then put on the wing nuts, and then you just can release them. While you do not have to squeeze it with your hand, which hurts, and then you just make your way into, tightening up this part over there. So basically you can see that it is coming into shape, right? Except for these brake wires which I have to figure out how that goes. And now let's go to the okay, the part where enables you to do a fast release of this half pipe, so that you can fold it and put it into your car. Oh, let's try the folding mechanism. Oh, so it just folds like so. So that is basically the size of it that you have to bring in your car. Not so small, but not so big, I guess. So let's try that, put it into your car later. And right, let's continue with the installation of this quick release for fold. Screw off one of the nut and take down the gasket. Okay, so it has, wow, you want to miss that. So you have the nut, the bolt together with the swivel there, and the lever. So you have one washer and another one, which is, I think this is called the gasket, which is written on the manual, but are actually washers, right? I would like to call them washers. So this goes inside together with this washer. Let's align the aluminum part with the wooden part, like so, and then just put in the nut with the bolt. Okay, once you've got that, so let's try to lock it up. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to, oh, does it doesn't have anything. So what you have to do is you have to hold the nut. Let me show you. Okay, you can see the nut in there. You have to hold it with your hand if you want to tighten it, because if you twist this, if you twist the swivel head without holding the inner part, so it might get loose. Right, so you have to hold the inside the nut while twisting this outer thing like so, and just try to lock it in place. It does went into place, so it's got sturdy. Let's do the other parts. So we are almost done with the installation. What we have to do next is to install the braking system. That is the nervous part of it, because I've had many bicycles before since I was small, or I can say young. I'm not young anymore, so I'm not good in putting on braking system. Of course, it's just like common sense, but sometimes some people just don't do well with braking systems. So we're done with the top. Okay, so this is the brake line. Let's shift away like so. So, oops. Okay, that part goes. This should goes in there, right? So this should go all the way there, and let's see now. Oh, okay, you can see inside there there's a holder for the braking line, and also there, oh, it has 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess let's put this to another angle so that you can see where the braking line goes, right? Okay, let's continue with the installation of the braking line. So you can see maybe from there, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 brackets. So you have to put this in through the middle of this aluminum part, and then you just fix the braking line into these brackets, right? Okay, you just have to click on the built-in, or rather they already installed this convenient bracket for you. So what you have to do is just to squeeze these cable lines, which is lined up with plastic parts like so, and what's left is to put in this oil. It has some aluminum or paint linings that you have to just clear off some holes, or else won't be able to put on the line. Right, so some goes in there. This too, I pulled it too tightly to the behind. It's supposed to be like this one goes right there over the top, maybe, yeah, and then it goes into this braking arm right there. So make sure that the rubber part and this steel fleece or sleeve is in there, and also make sure that the line doesn't catches at the disc brake, because that would squeeze it and it makes it hard for you to, you can't brake. So does this goes underneath, or yeah, I think this should go underneath and goes like so. And then as you can see, there's a brake fixture down there. Can you see that? Okay, so what you have to do is you just put it through that piece there underneath, because it has a nut over there, so it shouldn't be going to the top hole. It should be on the bottom hole, and then you have to hold it in place like so. So this is right. So you have one hole over here. You have to put this in right there. Okay, and just get to stretch yourself and take the smaller fixed wrench that they provide, and you just tighten this nut up so that it can hold the braking line. Wow. Okay, so I guess I have to put this down because I have to use both of my hand to fix this end of the braking line over to this part, because it has springs. So it is resisting what you are trying to do. Can this hold that? No. Oh. So it only provides you with one of this size of this for the nut. So I guess you have to use your own, like a plier, to hold the other side of the nut. Where is my pliers? I sure have one in here, or have I moved it somewhere? Well, so I guess I have to use this multi-purpose, what do you call this? Oh, I forgot what's this called. So just have to hold this part there, maybe a little bit tighter. Okay, like so. And then again, you have to put this line up, so, and then while holding the braking line together with this wrench. Okay, this is a hard part, right? This is the hardest part so far. And then you will have some extra strength to fix the nut. Okay, so I admit this is the hardest part of the assembly. Okay, let's make sure that. All right, so that, I think that should be doing it. Let's try to do some braking. Oh, I have to tighten it up again. So guys, I found it hard to put this line in without any extra help. So I've come up with an idea, that comes up from the first idea, which is, okay, this lever here, which pulls the brakes together. You have to use a couple of cable ties, and then you just tie them together so that the brake pad touches this brake, so that it will put it in the braking position, like so. Just make sure that the brake pad touches the brake disc, and another, because the cable tie was short, so I have to use 2 cable ties for each side, like so. And then just squeeze it, pull the cable tie together to the other side too, which touches the brake pad and the disc brake. Yeah, so you can see you have some slack in the line. That is why when you pull the brake lever, it doesn't break, because you have, you see, that much of a slack there. So what you do is you just pull them like so, making sure that the part there, you just have to do some tuning, fine tuning. That is why I say I was not good in that. So I have to make sure that I get this right. This is so important. Brakes are very important in any vehicles, right? Let it be bikes or motorbikes or cars or even lorries, because many of the cases that happens during the accidents on our roads was due to brake failure. So I think that should do it, right? So to make sure, okay, just double confirm that you have tightened the bolts and nuts, okay, so that the brake lines doesn't give away when you brake. You might want to use your own wrenches, okay, because the wrenches that they provide seems to be giving away, because it is made out of weak aluminium, yeah, maybe that's aluminium, so it's soft. So you might want to bring your own wrenches everywhere so that you can adjust your brakes. Right, so let's cut the cable ties off, and yes, the disc brake and the disc brake and the brake pads, just nice touching each other. So let's try to do the brakings, right? Yeah, look at that. It does brake. You can see when I squeeze the lever, the rear tires doesn't move, but of course it still moves because I'm not on the bike itself yet. So if I put my weight on the bike, it will stop. Okay, right, that's it. So the last part to do is to install the pedals. So the manual says that, yes, of course, without the manuals, I know that I have to get these pedals right, because it shows here R and L. R for your right foot and L for your left foot. Don't get this mixed up, okay? Because the threads, the direction of the threads will ensure that the pedals doesn't go loose when you pedal. Because when you pedal over here, it requires you to have your direction of the pedal to not giving away when you pedal it, right? Because when you pedal, you tend to unscrew the pedal threads off its part, off of its what you call this, the arm, the pedal arm. Yeah, I guess that's how I should call it. Because you see, this you need this to be turned clockwise if you want to fix it, while on your left pedal you have to do it counterclockwise. Okay. Doesn't want to go, guys. Counterclockwise. Yeah. Okay. So basically that's it. Your Bowqi half bike fully assembled. Yay! So, right. So the brakes are functioning. And to ease your transportation, your logistics, let's try the quick release, and let's see whether folding down this down fork interferes with your brake line. No, it's comfortable. You can just make sure that the lines doesn't get squeezed or pinched when you fold this down, and basically that's it. So that is what they call 12 kilograms of half bike. It's not so heavy, you know. You can bring it in your car because in a car you can bring like 4 to 5 persons with an average of 60 kilos, so 65 around like 300 to 400 kilos, and this is like only 12 kilos. So if you are driving alone or even with another person, that would not exceed that weight limit. So guys, that's it. The Bowqi half bike. Okay, as you've watched yesterday, this morning from the short videos that I made, I managed to do like 3 pedals before I fell down, because when I tried to turn, I fell down. I lose my balance, because you see, you can't make a turn like a normal bicycle with this. You know why? Because you are pedaling the front wheel and not the back wheel. So in order for you to turn, you have to put your weight to the right or to the left. You cannot make a sharp turn on this bicycle, because it's basically like how a skateboard works. You have to put your weight to the side to make it turn, but you cannot make a sharp turn. So this is not suitable for any squeeze or precision riding. So guys, maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe after I've mastered the skill of riding this, and I'll show it to you. Yeah. And by the way, thanks for joining us.
and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Cheerio.